Welcome, 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 everyone. Sorry I've been out of commission for like 2 weeks. It was holidays, it was Christmas, it was New Year's. I'm a person, please don't hate me. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm spiritual coach, life coach. Someone just wants to help you here in life and help you succeed. Coco. And this week we're going to be talking about the solar plexus and using it in our daily life. So we need to know. We need to know. We need to know how to operate the system, take care of it, see if it's working, see when things aren't working. And today we're going to be figuring out, and I'm going to be telling you how you can nurture the solar plexus. If you guys again see me looking down, that's where my notes are at. I got to stay organized. If not, we won't have these videos. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the solar plexus and the chakra system. So, woo. The solar plexus, let's start with the chakra system. The chakra system is a system of energy centers in the body. The solar plexus chakra is located in the upper abdomen and is associated with personal power, confidence, and self-esteem. It plays a vital role in our sense of identity and empowerment. So this is the last week, you guys. You made it. This is literally the third chakra. We're going to be talking about the heart, throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra for the rest of the 4 months. And we'll see where we're at. I think that once I complete this phase and I have another challenge that's going, I'm going to just go back to tarot card readings until I can have a schedule that I feel permits to having this many videos, because I am having, like, I have a healing group and I also come on here to share these videos with you guys. I also have tarot card readings, and then I also have my social medias that I run from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and one more, maybe YouTube, right? And so I just am handling a lot. And I know some of you guys, maybe you watch my videos, maybe you don't, but some of you who do watch my videos, I know you guys like watching them because they help you and they help you learn a lot. And a lot of these words are new to you, so you get to look them up and understand them in your own way. But I'm just giving you a heads up from where I am right now in life. And yeah, so let's get into it. So, nurturing the solar plexus in everyday life. What does that look like? Incorporating self-care practices. Well, I should tell you that what we're getting into, anyways. Okay, so we're just going to start because this is the last month. So if you guys haven't watched my videos before, just go back to watch my videos, because we're going to work on this week about what the self practices look like, what you can do, everyday routine, and get into that. So the first point is incorporating self-care practices to support the solar plexus chakra includes self-care practice. Self-care practices play a vital role in nurturing the solar plexus chakra. These practices may include setting healthy boundaries, practicing self-compassion, engaging in activities that boost self-confidence, and prioritizing self-care routines. This is important. And this is why I love you guys, but from someone who works through their sacral chakra, I'm someone that's just like, oh, this makes me happy. Oh, this doesn't make me happy. Oh, I feel, And so I feel a lot of the energy and the choices that I make do come from my sacral chakra. It's from my solar plexus, sacral chakra too. So maybe that's something telling me. Anyways, we were just talking about the sacral chakra last month. This month we're talking about the solar plexus. But this is what I'm telling you guys. You guys can't set boundaries for yourself. Shout out to Queen Lena for giving me this cup. It's so cute. It says, "Not a day over fabulous." We're beautiful. We're glowing. We're flourishing. But a lot of you guys, and myself too, you think that setting boundaries is hard, and it's only hard because you don't practice it. And you guys are practicing it with people who are really close to you. And I suggest that you guys practice it with, first of all, your job. You didn't get hired on to work 56 hours a week. You didn't get hired for them to call you outside of your work hours from 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or 7 to 3 or 5 to 11, whichever it is. I feel like you guys have a really big misunderstanding of how you can actually set boundaries. So I know we're going to give some examples, but let's get into what else it said. Practicing self-compassion. Oh my gosh, this is something that I have to practice. I think that, we're just going to talk about these things, and then I'm sure as we go forward, I'm going to tell you guys how these techniques and what they look like. I'll just go back over to give you guys like some examples on some of these things. But I'm just giving you the information. And so incorporating, oh, we're on a different one. Okay, so practicing self-compassion. A lot of you guys don't practice self-compassion. A lot of you guys, let me make sure my phone is charged. Is it? Okay. A lot of you guys are really hard on yourselves. You have to be easy with yourselves. I have to be, and this is for me, I have to be easier with when I'm dating someone, not to hold them to the same expectations that I'm holding myself, or even my friends, because like I just told you guys, I'm going to have to like run things back and just, set it back a little bit and do less for what I'm doing right now, because I'm incorporating so many things in my life. I don't know why I decided to sign up for 27 things. I did. And now that I'm going with it, I think that other people should also have to have 27 hobbits, not the little people, y'all, but hobbies that just, you guys get it. You see where I'm going with this. I don't need to do all these things, but because I chose to, and I just decided to sign up for this, it's like I'm going through the torture, I'm going through the survival, and I shouldn't have to bring other people down with me. So a good way to indicate whether you're practicing self-compassion is how many times have you fucked up this week, and how heavy is it weighing on you right now. If you said something to someone, let's say that 7 days go by, you regret 3 of the conversations that you've had that week, or 3 of the interactions, or maybe I should have did something different. That lets you know, because I don't think every week, whereas people, you should just let it go. If you did the best that you could, and that's not your intentions, and you were also somebody, and I'm being honest with you guys, but I love you. Some of you guys are freaking scared out the woo-ha to go back and have conversations with people because you think the other person's judging you. Now, I'm not saying that going back and having a conversation with your professor because they're wrong is something that you should do with ease. But I definitely think that if you have a really good point, people are going to challenge you on your thoughts and opinions all the time. So why not give yourself grace and say, you know what? I have confidence in this area. Talk to yourself, give yourself a pep talk. Even if I'm wrong, I know that at least I tried. And you guys have to know, when you're in situations where you feel like you're going to be wrong, or it's not going to come out as true, or you could fail, it's an opportunity to grow. It's opportunity for you to get the information so you don't look stupid next time. Because imagine you doing something and thinking that it's right, and thinking that other people are judging you because you had some type of conflict or disruption or stagnancy in that area. And then you're asking yourself like, oh my God, like, what did I do? Did I do this right? You don't even care about going back to check thoroughly. You're just like, oh, well, I just hope that that's it. But we're talking about self-compassion. I'm not going to get on your ass today. We're talking about self-compassion. I think that if you do look back throughout the week and you regret a lot of the things that you should have been doing, not based on an unrealistic scale, that lets you know right there that, one, you're probably somebody that gets easily depressed, or someone that gets down on themselves because you keep looking back into the past thinking that was bad. How about the future and the present that you're living in right now that's begging for you to pay attention? The future and the present's like, hey man, is he ever gonna turn his head? You guys are all breaking your fucking necks to see what you did last week, and raking your brain of what the things that you could have done better. Show up better today. Make the routine today. Make the schedule today. And I promise you, tomorrow you're gonna look back at that day and be like, I did something. So I love you guys much, but please get it together, okay? Jesus. Also, we talked about the moon cycle and how this affects everything and when you should make decisions and all that. So we'll talk about it some more. Right now, we're talking about self-compassion. And let's get into the next one, engaging in activities that boost self-confidence. I love this one. I started modeling. Modeling actually makes me really insecure because sometimes I think that like I'm way fatter than like the other models, and like I look awkward and I don't know what to do with my body. One, they've been doing it longer, and this is something that they pursue like on a priority level 1 scale. I feel like modeling is like number 4 for me because I have the necessities of taking care of myself. And then I also have the spiritual community, which is y'all. So I need to have constant learning. And then I also need to make sure that the people around me are good because that's my support system, and making sure that, I can integrate and have fun with them sometimes. And then also working on my business is 4th, but working on my business and those two kind of go together. They kind of toggle back and forth. They kind of like switch places places sometimes. But I think that, well, modeling would be fourth. The third, you guys get it. I have a lot of things going, and myself and how I feel is first, and then everything else comes after. So I think that engaging and immersing yourself in things that are going to make you feel confident are things that you're good at. If you like basketball, but you're not good at basketball, unless you're just doing it for pure fun, I don't think that that's something that you should engage in. I think that you should do something that you might be a little bit well versed in. Maybe you are someone that is really creative. I would start doing like some flyers on Canva, just reaching out to people or just post them on your page. If you're someone that likes to cook, I would suggest going online and figuring out variations of your different foods. So if you're someone like me that loves potatoes and French fries, I know 15 recipes right now that I could tell y'all for for potatoes. There's the baked potato, and then you got roasted potatoes, and then you have country fried potatoes, and then you have French fries, and then you have mashed potatoes, and then you have like these little square, it's like this little cut, you get it. It's like this small layered crisp. Then there's some hash browns, and then there's tater tots, and then if we're getting into other potatoes, and there's sweet potatoes. So I love potatoes. I could tell you 1,001 ways to dissect a potato. And that's only because it's something that I like and I enjoy it. So when I learn something new about it, it's going to make me more inspired and more like engaged and present in the moment as I'm doing it, because one, I like it. And then two, it's going to make me be even better. I think a lot of you guys are embarrassed because a lot of you want to be humble. I'd be eating some humble pie. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I could be out here and be like, all right, this is what I do, and this is what I've done, and this is what I've encountered, and this is how I did it, right? But I don't need to do that. I have goals and shit that I'm trying to get on so I can have more fun in life. And I feel like a lot of you guys have been through a lot of strifes and tribulations and obstacles in life. And sometimes you need to take pride in that. You need to be like, yes, I did kick someone's ass. Yes, I am great at my job. They don't give me more money because I'm so fucking great. And so really analyze your life at a level where you understand that the things that you do are valuable to yourself and the community. I know it's not this huge, large, grand scale of like how you think that you fit in, but the people around you would definitely miss you as a person if you weren't so incorporated in what you do right now, especially the company, the people, the moms, the dads, and I said, this is for specific people. I was already telling you, this is for people who are already involving that brought you to this video. You're somebody already that understands you put in the work. You understand that other people have to put in the work for you to even connect with them. You are tired of feeling down about yourself. You have been through the same lessons over and over and over. Things are changing for you at a constant rate. Now you're trying to understand yourself. So be gentle with yourself. Give yourself compassion. Understand that if you fuck up, it's not the end of the world. It's a learning experience. Maybe you didn't like it that time. Maybe you're going to do it again and you did like it the second time. So giving yourself multiple chances to try is going to be the number one way for you to feel more confident, but also engaging in those activities where your insecurities lie. And I think that what a good example is, if you're somebody that is like really good at finances and you're like, okay, I know everything about finances, anything that could ever happen, any type of bank, any type of company could come at me with any information of finances and I'll be able to answer them. It is now time to go into a different group and for you to be the newbie, because if you're such an expert in this area, can you imagine like there's so many other groups out there, and this is the one group that you have, and you're the expert in this area. I promise you, it doesn't matter which other, and it sounds scary, but whichever other group you decide to immerse yourself in, you are still going to be the newbie. So why not work on an insecurity, something that makes you feel insecure? If you're somebody like, I don't know how to do my hair, I don't know how to do my makeup, I don't know how to give myself a lineup, I don't like how my skin is, go immerse yourself a little bit in that community so you can get the help that you need, so you can feel more confident. You guys get what I'm saying? You get what I'm putting down, baby? Right. Okay. My camera keeps picking up over there. What else can we do? Okay, so, and the last thing that I think you guys prioritize self-care routine. Let's talk about it. Because if you ever talk to me, I feel like I'm always talking from the solar plexus. I'm always like, well, what are you doing for self-care? What did you do today for yourself? You're going to have to schedule it in. And you guys think that I'm playing. Like the people who we consider beautiful and, oh my God, so perfect and all this stuff, they actually work really hard to be in their position. And a lot of us wouldn't even survive if we were put into their place. Like, think about that. You guys think that the Kardashians are so corny, and who else? Sexy Red, and who's somebody that's like corny actors, whoever you guys think it is. You think that their life's so crazy and so out of whack, and wow, they just got famous for doing whatever. You would not be able to keep up with their life. You would not be able to be on stage for 45 minutes to an hour, 30 minutes, singing the whole song, having the energy for the whole night. I promise you. And then you have to think about this. They're not even waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning, most likely. They're probably up by like 7:30-ish, maybe sometimes 9, but they're getting their day started at 9 o'clock and then going all the way, and their shows at 9 o'clock. So you have to have energy for the whole day and then get ready and rehearse. And then at 9 o'clock, go on stage for an hour and a half, hour, 45 minutes to get a crowd riled up that might already be tired because they also had a whole all day. So, I just want you guys to know you need to prioritize self-care. Y'all see how I be drinking these teas? I want to be a tea fanatic. I want to know what every tea is going to heal my body, what's going to make it nourish, what's going to make it supple. Okay. Because I just need to know. I don't got time to be drinking water and me drinking 5,000 gallons of water, and I could drink the water and nutrients and get, 2-in-1. Let's think smarter, not harder, okay? Yes, I'm having a good day. I hope you guys had a good New Year. Let's talk about it though. I think that, let me give you some ideas on what a self-care routine would look like. It would look like every first you pay your bills and pay all of your bills and only leave money for groceries. The second paycheck, you need to do at least one facial and then whatever else you need the money on. And then if you're somebody that doesn't have a lot of money to do all these extracurricular things, I'm just saying keep it consistent. If you do your feet once a month, do your nails once a month, do your hair once a month, do one differently on each day, but keep it consistent. No one is going to care about you like how you do. Like people be like, oh, well, why do you care about me? Why are you taking care of me? Because look at me, bitch. Like, no, sorry, I'm going to stop playing with y'all because, all right, I'm just trying to get the messages to you. But I take care of myself. I could take better care of myself. And I feel like the only way that I could take better care of myself is like sleep. But that's not everybody's story, okay? Maybe I could go to the gym some more and I might get some more energy. But for right now, sleep is what I like. And you guys need to have a schedule. Like I was telling you before, in the root chakra, that there needs to be consistency in a routine. Waking up, brushing your ass, washing your face, and have a routine every day. So when more things get implemented, you're not stressed out because you don't know how long it takes for you to brush your teeth. Now you don't know. And then if your teeth, I'm not going to talk about it. You're not going to know how long it's going to take you to brush your teeth, wash your face. Now you have, you brush your teeth and wash your face. Now you have to fix your eyebrows because you haven't done them in so long. Now you have to pluck the chest hairs because you haven't, done it so long. Now your edges and everything's dry. So now you got to deep condition your scalp. And it's just like, you won't have to wait till the last minute if you just stay ready. And a lot of it is taking care of yourself and making sure the things that you need in life are set up for what you need it for. Like if you know that the kitchen's going to need to be clean because every day you come home and you need to eat at a certain time, do the dishes the night before. I don't need to tell you guys these things, but I feel like you need a reminder, maybe because your mama didn't tell you or your daddy didn't tell you. Yeah. But I love y'all, and that's just some things that you can do. We're already at 20 minutes and we're already on the first bulletin. Next bulletin. Jesus. Next thing we're going to talk about is dietary recommendations. Certain foods can support the solar plexus. Incorporating nourishing and energizing foods like whole grains, yellow fruits, ginger, or turmeric into the diet can help promote the balance and well-being of the solar plexus chakra. Okay, eating curry, eating yellow pears, eating yellow watermelon, mango, pineapple, like they were saying different, what's it called? black rice, wild rice. These are going to be like interactive. It's gonna start getting some things moving in your stomach and helping with the inflammation in your body. I was just telling my mom, I was like, yellow is a very overpowering color. Like, you can't wear it with other colors. A lot of people that partnered like their brand or whatever it is with yellow, you always kind of remember it, because like, why would you choose yellow as a color? But I think it's because a lot of people suppress their solar plexus, and they don't get to be creative, be childlike, just be fun and whimsical, and what's the word I'm looking for? Kindred, a little kindred spirit, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of people operate from that. A lot of people operate from like the upper chakras, and they don't really care. So you trying to explain it to them, or you saying, oh, I picked yellow because of X, Y, and Z. Like, I have like a yellow, this is what yellow is usually associated with. This, and then I also have like smiley faces, and that's usually what it's associated with. Sun, smiley faces. And a lot of people don't operate out of that. A lot of people operate in the opposite, which is defense and fear, and just very objective, you know what I'm saying? But you guys get what I mean when I say that. I think that the more curries and gingers, like I said, these are very like acidic fruits and foods. I'll just say foods. These are very acidic foods that like have a very like overpowering taste. And so that's what you think about, like when you think about the sun. The sun is very overpowering. You know that's going to come up every day, but it's something that touches every single place like on our side of the earth. So I think when you guys eat these foods, it's going to give you that burst of energy. It's going to give you like that extra oomph and je ne sais quoi that you need, because it's flavorful. It's going to give you some color and flavor in your life. Okay. Next, we're going to be talking about exploring the role of personal power and assertiveness in the solar plexus. The solar plexus chakra is associated with personal power and assertiveness. Exploring and cultivating healthy expressions of personal power, setting boundaries, and asserting oneself can contribute to the balance and vitality of the solar plexus chakra. Let me talk about it. Let's break it down. You guys probably didn't digest that, but that's why I'm here. Okay. So, personal power and assertiveness. If you guys ever feel lazy, undedicated, like undesirable, it's just like, oh, I just don't want to do it. Like, I don't feel like doing anything. I just feel like masturbating today. I feel like just eating like horrible food today. Like, I don't even care if I'm here. First of all, you might need to take a nap, and you might need to take a shower, and then eat some good food, like a salad, or like, something delicious that you like that has some nutrients in there. And then secondly, if you still feel that way, again, you are not in arenas. You're probably doing things that you hate doing. You are probably doing things like working at a job that you hate because you have to work there, and because you work there so much, you think about it and it makes you so depressed, and you're always thinking in the past and how things didn't work out. It doesn't make you assertive to fill out a new job application. It doesn't make you assertive enough to ask people if they're hiring. It doesn't get you into a space where you want to learn something new. And I think that's because you guys feel defeated. You feel like your job has a cap. And I think that they do that because they know that everybody's not going to be able to make fucking $150,000 as like the executive manager. But it's up to you to start realizing that and start realizing your worth and just exploring out. And a lot of people think, when I say, oh, like explore different jobs and figure things out, I'm not telling you to quit your job. And I think you're a little cuckoo in the head if you think that I'm telling you to quit your job and go get another job. How about we overlap them? We are smart people. We can overlap them, look for a job. Same, and some people are going to be like, oh, well, I don't want my job to know that I'm looking for another job. They will replace you like that. Immediately, they will replace you. Like, as soon you come into work one day, your desk is gone. Shanayla is now the new assistant at the front desk because you called into work because you were sick. And then you didn't want to take your sick time. So only took one day. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to take this one day. And while you're gone, they hired somebody else because you're only doing the bare minimum. Make sure that you're memorable and you help these companies so they can't replace you. Be valuable. And the only way that you can do that is keep asking for your worth and giving yourself the knowledge, so you can use the knowledge to have power over these people who are trying to suppress you and not give you what you're worth. People are going to know what you're worth if you come to the table. And it's up to you to even convince them that sometimes that's not even what I'm worth, fool. And sometimes they think you worth more. So just keep working hard for it. Be easy with yourselves. Don't feel like you always have to make things work right now, because I promise you, if you don't have any security, you don't have any, if you feel like you're not in control, you don't have any support system, no money saved up, all the things you're like, okay, well, I can't do this, I can't do this. I promise you the next job isn't going to change that. It's the mental and mindset, because a lot of people even get a job that pays them more money. And what do they start doing? They start spending more money. They're like, I don't have to shop the Great Value brand no more. I'm going to start shopping the Tostitos. You start shopping at Safeway instead of Walmart. Make smarter choices. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that you can do that is by living a simple life. Wake up in the morning, have your routine, have your goals together. Don't forget to schedule fun. Don't forget to take time off. We are doing the best we can. And I know you see everybody doing this and this and this, and even me, but there's going to be a moment where it's just like, okay, it's fun and it's on all the time, but it's not enjoyable. And so until I can get to a place for myself to rely on my partner to take care of me fully, I'm in it till I win it, baby. If I make $1 million, I make 100 million. Don't mind me. If I make 999 million, don't mind me. I was just minding my business, just working hard. But sometimes it takes a support team and a system. So that's why I say keep things simple. People aren't going to always offer help to you. And sometimes people can offer you the wrong help, or it might be the help that you're not wanting, or you want it done a certain way and they don't do it. So yeah, be easy with yourself, be easy with others. Start writing routines down to a basis where it's like 8:30, like literally write a calendar for yourself, write an agenda for yourself, see what you're doing all these days. I have this calendar right here and I just need to put it up somewhere that I'm looking at it every day. And I'm like, where am I every day? In the bathroom. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that the personal power will come from you doing activities and hobbies that make you feel good and centered. And then, excuse me. And then I was like, there's a lot of things in here though, because the personal power and assertiveness, that's where that's going to come from. But then there's also exploring and cultivating healthy expressions of personal power. And I don't think you guys know what that looks like either. That doesn't mean if you want to go for a walk and your friend doesn't want to go for a walk and she wants to go to the mall, that your whole point was, I just wanted to get out of the house anyways. No, you wanted to get out and go on the walk. That means a healthy boundary, and healthy being assertiveness and having personal power is knowing that if your friend wants to do something different and you want to do something different, you guys don't have to do it together, and you can definitely fulfill whatever your prophecy or whatever your idea or goal of what you wanted to do. You can still do that, and you can still walk, go to the park, and then come back and you guys can meet after. But don't sacrifice the things that you want to try, or the things that come out first into your head, for people who don't want to do these things with you, because most of the time people are using you. I'm always so crazy. I'm always getting like so sweet and like trying to let you guys like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, damn, motherfuckers is but no, people are always trying to use you. People have hidden motives. They have different intentions. I know this for one, because I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to wear my heart on my sleeve. And people be like, no, I actually pretend that I know less than I know. And I hang around you, so you be watching me fall, nigga. But anyways, I don't think about it. Like I said, I'm minding my business. Be intentional with the things that you do. What else are we talking about here? Because now I'm thinking about some things like, I don't trust y'all. Don't trust anybody. Make people earn their trust. There's some people that you're going to be like, all right, we could be locked in, but still beware until they show that they can have your back. You got your back. Okay. Married and all, boyfriend and all, girlfriend and all, ex-wife and all, last girlfriend and all, sister and all, because if they did some fucked up shit to you, they got it in them. You know what I'm saying? They just don't want to do it to you right now. And I know you got some fucked up shit that you could do to people, but you don't do it. Why? Because you're loyal. You're integral. No, it's because most likely you're not a shitty person, and people take you for granted because they see that you're a nice person, or autistic like me. But hey, we're not going to go there. So yeah, let's talk about setting boundaries. How can you guys set healthy boundaries? For one, stop letting people, if you work at 9 to 5, stop letting people have conversations with you that are not about work from 9 to 5. That's one. A healthy boundary is if you tell someone, hey, I don't like when you talk to me like that, and they keep talking to you like that, you have the choice to ignore them. Say, hey, I'm just letting you know that I don't like when you talk to me like this. And then if you continue to keep talking to me like this, there will be a repercussion or there will be a reaction. I'm just not sure what it's going to be every time based on what my mood is. And I think that's very valid. I think that people should definitely take that as caution because some people don't. I crumbled up a nigga's blunt because he was just fucking with me. And I know that you guys are probably like, oh my God, you're supposed to be spiritual and be like, and harness yourself and don't let yourself. People will get under your skin and they know that they get under your skin and they just do it because they think it's funny. They like the energy out of you. They like the rile out of you. But I can make your day way worse than you can make mine. Trust. I ain't had shit before. So I know what that's like. It's like, oh, okay, that's one world that I could live in. I didn't want to, so I was like, let me do better. Some of y'all have never even experienced rock bottom before. Don't. I don't suggest it. Wouldn't want to live there. 2 thumbs down. But the people that do, they see that I can make their life hell, like, immediately. Just because it don't look like I'm paying attention doesn't mean that I'm paying attention. So you guys know I'm literally teaching you chakras right now and give you lessons. And for the people who know, they're going to catch on. For the people who don't, you probably still have some learning and experiencing to do. I love you. Yeah, so how to set healthy boundaries. I think the healthiest way, asserting what you feel and what you want to the other person and without harming the other person or without offending the other person as much as possible, and letting them know how you truly feel, and then also letting them know that whatever the reaction could be if they cross that boundary. Sometimes it's, hey, if you cheat on me in this relationship, I will leave you and I will probably not talk to you again. And a lot of people will push that boundary and kind of see if it works. Let them push the boundary and then leave out of their life and don't come back. I think that when people test you in certain ways like that, it's very manipulative, and they are trying to see how many times that they can get over on you, because again, these are the same type of people who they're users. They use people and then they say, oh, well, no, I thought that you were doing it to me. They know 100% that you weren't doing it to them, because then it would be out in the open, because no one likes to be betrayed. No one likes to be taken advantage of. So I hope that hits somebody's ears. That's why I don't trust nobody. Okay. Who do I trust? I don't know. God. I trust God. Led me here this whole time. Ever since, I believe it was, what year are we in? I think in 2016, 2017, I was leaving my parents' house and I was just like, man, I was going to school or something like that. And there was something that was happening. And I was like, God, like, I was like, fuck, or maybe I got like into an argument. Some shit happened at the house. Something was going on or something, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, God, don't ever, I was like, please use me as a muse. I know you're real. Like, I know you're real. Like, I don't want to live this life anymore. I know I deserve better. I've been trying so hard and just pled and pleading and crying and, oh, excuse me. I left my parents' house and my life changed ever since that day. Like, I was on dating apps before. I was meeting people on dating apps in other countries with me and my friend. There was a lot going on in my life. It was lit, though. It was lit. Shout out Lamis. We had a good time. I hope she's doing well. Also, Journey. I do want to say that sometimes asserting your boundaries or just having your boundaries can feel uncomfortable. But I think a lot of you guys would rather have people around you than to just be around yourselves. And that's completely fine. I just want to let you know, once you start setting boundaries, people aren't going to like the boundaries that you set. So be careful that you could potentially lose some friends and family because they don't want to stop crossing your boundaries, okay? We'll talk about more. Maybe I'll make like a workshop on like how to boundaries. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Asserting oneself can contribute to the balance and vitality of the solar plexus chakra. So again, not letting time pass by. I know sometimes you just want to sit there and be lazy. You just let time pass by. It's like, oh my God, it was 5 o'clock. Now it's 8 o'clock and I was just scrolling on TikTok, or I was just in bed. Just get up, get off of social media. That's going to be the number one thing. If you guys want to get your solar plexus active, get off of all technology and start reading books, start immersing yourself in those hobbies, start asking people questions, start having conversations with your neighbors. You're going to have to start experiencing the reality in the present that you have for you to stop living in the future, because that's what social media does, is have you put yourself in the future and your mind in the future, and then also your brain's also in the past as well, because once you're not thinking about the future and you're not on social media, you're thinking about what you just saw on social media or other things that are happening or things that happened in the past and conversation. So I get it. Quiet the voices without all the technology, and then come back and start making some very powerful decisions for yourself. Okay. Let's talk about cultivating healthy confidence and self-esteem for the solar plexus. Building healthy confidence and self-esteem is essential for the solar plexus, or for the solar plexus chakra well-being. This involves working on self-belief, embracing one's strength, and practicing self-acceptance. This is a hard one. You guys be lying to yourselves. I'm also talking to me, you guys. Literally, when I say this, I can't see you looking through the screen, so I'm like talking to myself. But anyways, so literally I'm talking to myself. I think a lot of you guys have a hard time accepting your reality, because again, you're not in the present. You're not creating anything for yourself. You're waiting things to be created for you. Like, you live around people, like you let your job create your majority of your life, a third of your life, if not more. And then you let sleep take over another third of your life. So you have 1/3 where you're most likely traveling and trying to fit in hobbies and errands and self-care and soccer game and whatever it is. So you don't have any time to yourself. And then the extra time that you do take is on social media. And it's like, oh, well, I don't really want to work on something right now because it's too hard. I think you deserve the stagnancy. You deserve the instability. You deserve like the weak roots and the weak foundation, because if this is hard to you, you don't want to try anything else, stay there and stop trying to tell the people who are trying to work on themselves what they could do or how they could do it better. And if you are going to hate on them, just like if you're somebody that doesn't care if your friend's progressing or not, or you could be the friend that doesn't care that your friend's progressing or not and doing new things, stop listening to them, because you're just sending negativity and hate and envy towards their way when they're genuinely trying to get a grasp on their life. And even being around people who you're not genuinely rooting for, you need to get away from the people who are growing. You need to get away from the people who are trying to put themselves on the right trajectory, trying to do some self-care. Maybe they want to start working out, because who are you to tell them? And like I said, I don't know who's watching this video, but who are you to tell them that these things are dumb or these things are stupid or you don't want to do it right now just because you don't want to do it when they're trying to share something with you? So I think there needs to be a reevaluation of that, but then there also needs to be an understanding that self-esteem and confidence is built from experiences that you've had, that the knowledge. It's acceptance. It's just like, okay, I've had this situation with somebody, or I had this argument with someone and it didn't turn out well. What can I do better for next time? Or I can see their point of view. It's really an area where you're just accepting information and almost like integrating it in your life. It's like, okay, I feel differently from you and that's okay. Can we still be friends from that? Or, okay, I feel differently from you and that's something that's close to my values. Are we able to still be cool? Most people are not going to be able to be cool if it's their values. But I understand that self-esteem and building healthy confidence is hard for people. But if you don't stand up for yourself, no one's going to stand up for you. It's like, I had someone tell me when I was in high school, he was like, you're so cocky, you know? He's like, you shouldn't talk so much about yourself. He's like, me. He's like, I'm the greatest track runner in America. He was fast at the time, y'all. And I was like, okay, you know, he was like, but I don't have to say anything. He's like, people just know. So I was like, oh, I take that, you know, like it's something different. But as a woman, and I'm talking to the women, as a woman, you're not going to get identified for you being humble nowadays. Like, you need to be loud and proud and be happy of who you are, not be obnoxious, but be happy of who you are, be happy of what you're trying to achieve. And you're going to be at a place where you're not even caring what other people think. Your confidence is going to be so high where it's just like, okay, I'm a person and these standards of society are not like forced on me. Okay. What else? I was like embracing one's strengths and practicing self-acceptance. I think I want to get into different videos on that, but I do think what helps with self-acceptance and embracing your strengths, doing things that you're good at. But once you're good at those things, don't be such the expert when other people come in. You're just educating them on shit and you just don't know anymore. Keep excelling. I think what helps with the self-acceptance and embracing your strength is knowledge. I keep telling you guys, get more experiences out there, experience more things in life, try new hobbies. If you're really good at something and you feel like you capped out at it, go try something else and come back to it. Like the perspective is going to completely change, but the only way that you're able to get a different perspective is challenging your brain, challenging the situation, challenging the people that you're talking to, getting some understanding from all different type of perspectives to really identify what you're trying to get out of the conversations, what you're trying to get out of these hobbies. Because a lot of the time it's all surface level stuff of doing the hobbies and doing my hair and practicing self-care routine and all these extra things. And then you get down to the root issue. And sometimes people can't help you with that. And so when you're at a place where you are feeling down or you feel wacky and you can't explain to people, that self-confidence and embracing your strengths is gonna be way more effective than you thought. Okay, so I hope that helps. Give me 1 second. And then next, creating a personalized solar plexus healing plan for continued growth and maintenance. So I was telling you guys this. If you guys don't know, I am starting a mind, body, soul challenge for like the next 36 weeks. We're going to work on one thing a week, and it's mind, body, and soul. 1 week is going to be organizing. Next week is going to be like yoga. Next week is going to be maybe reading a book or watching a TV show that was informational, maybe like a TED Talk. So I'm going to figure out these activities, and we're starting next week. If you guys like to join, just message me. We're going to be on Zoom. And yeah, you have to have a routine and certain practices in your life, because the more frequent you are with it. I was just telling my partner, the guy who I'm dating, that if you don't know what your schedule is and you don't know what your routine is, and you don't know how much energy your body can produce, you're going to overwork yourself. You're going to underwork yourself. Sometimes you're going to have so much energy and you're going to be like, I'm just going to stay at home with all this energy. That's the times you need to go outside. And then vice versa, it's going to be like, oh my God, I have such little energy. And then you exert all your energy in spaces for people that don't even care or matter. So I think that you need these techniques. So different techniques like creating, first of all, using some of these like AI apps to create some type of personalized schedule for you. I also have them on my PayHip, where there's certain self-care routines. There's also affirmations on there. There's also self-healing and like a workshop that you can do. I do think that at the end of the day, if you're looking for personal growth, and that's like areas where who you are as a person, identifying yourself, things that make you happy, what you want to achieve, what your life goal is, what personal growth and development is. I think that when you're working on that area of the personal growth and development, you have to be patient with yourself. You have to give yourself time. The answers aren't going to come right away. The answers probably aren't even going to come in a week. And I know a lot of people don't always like to resort to spirituality, but spirituality is a really great way for you to understand something other than the system. And the system, I mean, what they teach you in school, what history is. They never talk about the emotional side and the intelligence in school. It's always facts, and this is what it was, and this is who this was, and this is what they did, and da 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 da. So it's like all informational, and then you turn into this person that's just built on facts. And then when emotions that come up that you don't understand come about, you're only trained like how other people treat you in your life, and you're usually afraid to reach out to other people and yourself and just kind of be more immersed in other things other than what you've learned already. It's just a great way to experience more so you can have a foundation and like kind of reel yourself back in when you get too far out. So I hope this video helps. I know that we didn't talk about a lot. There was a lot of deep topics that I wanted to talk about, but because they're so intricate and everyone's is so different, I don't necessarily have like a generalization. I only can give you examples based off of my life because I'd have to create a course off of it. But I hope you guys like this course. Throughout this 4-week course, you guys should have gained a comprehensive understanding of the solar plexus chakra, its imbalances, and various techniques to heal and balancing it. By incorporating these practices into your daily life, individuals like yourself can cultivate a strong sense of personal power, confidence, and self-esteem. They will be empowered to live a more authentic life and make empowered choices and manifest their goals, desires with clarity and determination. I hope that you guys find this message well. I know that you're working on yourselves. Again, you don't have to complete something in some day. And if you are someone that does like to complete things and see like immediate change, make sure to keep the goals small. Wake up in the morning, brush your teeth every day. Boom. Once you can do that every day for like a year, add something else on. Once you can wake up and brush your teeth and wash your face for a year, what else can you do? And just start adding small things on that you can see the change. And to come back to me, let me know if these things work for you, how you've been implementing it in your life. If you guys like these videos, be sure to if you guys like these videos, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram on Not Your Average Coco and my spiritual page, Project Trilogy Inc. I hope this message finds you well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.